just to make sure that it did do something. Just why is it only partial? Okay. Oh, that's why. It's not full-sized. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, for those who watch this in the future, because I know nobody's watching right now, I am playing through all 5 Nights at Freddy's. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to beat the games, although I plan on beating the games in the long run. On stream, of course. But I'm going to be playing through maybe 5 nights at night 6 at the least. And then doing all the max modes in one final go through. But, you know, kinda sit here and chill. I wish I had a second monitor, but I don't. I do apologize for this visual. That is checking chat, as I don't have a second device as my phone is updating. That's fun. I'll probably wait another to see this. Welcome, Shaman.
For you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87.
Bite of 87?
Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now concerning your safety, the only real risk for you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcefully pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
What'd you say? I think Foxy decided to show a little support for the live stream, guys. Sorry for the blip.
Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera views, and those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
That's an interesting way to word that. More active when the camera is on. Now. But that doesn't say anything about specifically watching him. Why do I hear sort of footsteps? I know, such a great stream. I am so popular. I have a whole, what, like 2 people watching, and one of them is a friend. Okay. I know part of the stream at max mode is letting Fox come in once, so that you spend
Oh,
time.
hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things start getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a metal skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
That might be where he got the idea. Okay, before we start the next night. I have 3 viewers. Well, I appreciate all of those that have arrived. It's being dumb now. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart the game. Long story short, if I have it downsized for too long, it likes to break. Well, making it to night 4 in one go is nice, but assumed. Yeah, making it to night 6. Just have 10 minutes. Go.
Oh, hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you. So when I did, hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm gonna try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
He never actually says parts and service. He just says the back room. I thought about that until now. Obviously. a little close for comfort. Oh no. Oh no. If you guys need a translation, it says, I'm not a happy boy, stop killing people. Honestly, it's a pretty good message. You should all follow that message, don't you? But yeah, although I don't know why you would be killing anyone or anything. I'm definitely check chat. Nothing. Four people. I have 4 people watching, guys. I got 4 people watching me beat Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's go. I'm so popular. Okay. Now watch me sit and die repeatedly. Okay. No nightfall. I'm also not one box of 280 my hands time. He didn't really show up. Although I seem to be doing really good right here. must have gone into the hall, like, at the blind spot, like, as soon as I pulled up that camera. That's... It's quiet time. Shh. That's interesting. The lights count as Okay, this is gonna take forever. I'm just gonna restart the game. 5 viewers! I have a whole 5 viewers and that just happened? Man, that's lame. Man, not only did my wrist cramp and cause me to die, proceeded to have 5 viewers watch me accidentally click it the wrong night. Apologies, y'all. Okay, I think part of the reason was that I was running out of power as fast as I was checking signs. So I think that's why I last time. all I had to do was just add into my cycle, look at 2 different cameras instead of just the one. Like, it's actually wild how bad at the game I used to be. But now is the perfect time to ask any questions if any of you guys have any. Here in between. Wow, I've only been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes, and like 10 of those minutes was for setup. 5 or 10, so give or take. But, you know, live, laugh, and learn. Interesting. Sorry, I'm taking half a moment to just kind of dick around a little bit with, you know, Streamlabs. Yeah, you know what? My 1331. I'm gonna spam. Okay. Oh, actually, using trackpad and mouse does speed it up. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and look at my phone since I have a moment. So give everybody a moment to mentally prepare for the depression is my loss. Back when I was first watching Markiplier go through all the games, never at that point did I ever think that I would be able to play this game at the same level he does. And now here I am about to officially go onto the internet and do the original all max mode as Markiplier did in the great footsteps of the king himself. And I do plan on going through FNaF 1 through 7 and FNaF World. I personally thoroughly love World. That's actually the first FNaF game other than UCN that I actually played because, you know, it's free and on Gabriel. And because it is more like an RPG instead of a point-click horror, I was able to get into it a lot easier, and I actually got both of my brothers into it. Kevin, as I'm sure you've heard him in the live streams before playing Dandy's World, he loves games that you can sit and grind for XP and cash, so he will, back before he was able to play it on his own, and like we all had our own devices and everything. We used to just have the one computer. And so I would be sitting and playing, and he would come up behind me and see that I'm playing, and he'd be like, "Can I play some? I will just grind you up some levels." Honestly, I always took that for granted. It's been nice having my brothers around as I've been growing into and out of and back into this game. I say out of because I had this huge which was, you know, why I wasn't playing horror games. And the ones that I wanted to play, I either didn't have the money to buy, or I didn't have a computer good enough to run it. So, there's that. Check chat one more time. It's looking like another so. Time to massacre my wrist. Anyone else stretch out everything other than the one thing they're about to use whenever they stretch? Because I just stretched my back, my arms, my legs, my wrist. Nah, my wrist can just go die in a fire. Oh wait. That totally worked. Ow. Not prepared for that. Yes, I am having fun, Bentley. I appreciate your concern. I thoroughly enjoy it once again. We'll see this, to be honest. Now, first game? No, but it still holds a spot in my playlist. However, I was not expecting the rapidity of Freddy and the gang there. That was just what is happening? What am I looking at? I'm sorry, what? Is that a thing I can do? Mark sent it together. Oh, that's gonna. Pain. Misery. And pain. If you didn't know. Oh, don't forget about the pain. So I just kind of have to ignore his laugh. See, Foxy still ran. That's oh shoot. Foxy still ran with me keeping up with him. That's Foxy still ran. Even with Frey just being there, I'm still going to have to deal with Foxy running around. Which knows him, he's gonna run about 3 times. If he runs 3 times, that's 1, 4, and 7. 5 and 7, 12, so that's 12% auto that I lose. If I lose 10 an hour, that's 60, 72% guaranteed loss. So that only leaves me 28% to actually use. That 28% has to keep ready out. It has to keep Bonnie and Chica from attacking me, which luckily at this speed they're gone pretty much. But that's for 6 hours. How? You guys saw my cycle. The cycle's not bad. Well, maybe not always accurate. It's a good cycle. The issue comes down to do I need to speed it up or do I need to slow it down? Because if I slow it down, Foxy's gonna run more. those tries go as I have been doing, I would know, okay, Bonnie and Chica, they're not really huge threats this night. They're both okay to deal with. Freddy and Foxy are the issues. More likely than not, since Freddy is a much harder to I would have Freddy, Bonnie, Chica all at 20, and then Foxy off to start off. Although what I would likely do is I would probably beat the 320. Since that shouldn't be too big of a deal, all it is just making sure the right doors closed and taking care of Bonnie and Chica as they show up. More Bonnie than Chica, since closing the door for Freddy is going to allow Chica to not be here. And then increase Foxy by 5 each time. Realistically, that is the best method to be able to deal with the increments. However, I'm not doing this tonight to beat the all max mode. I am still pretty content just getting the other 2 stars in about an hour. I'm pretty proud of myself that I did have the secret death too. But I will give this maybe 3 or so more tries. Not expecting to beat it, obviously. But, you know, do something. Okay, Chica. Okay. Oh, that did not fix my mouse. Why is my mouse? Why does my mouse look like that? That kind works. Not I messed that up one time and I'm just dead. I am at least making it consistently to 2. One time I die. Attacking works, but you know, in VR you can't, but you can see him at the door. And the power drains, that was excruciating. Okay. That's progress. But I also kept missing my buttons. A lot. Really slow that round. Am I that quiet? Huh. Let me try turning down the game a little bit. Sorry, I had my mic a little bit farther away as well. Apologies on that. Hopefully this is a little bit better. Sorry, my entire family is asleep right now, so I have to keep it down so I don't wake them up. Although, my mom is off work tomorrow, but still. That was definitely progress. Trying to think what I could change about my strategy. I really can't change anything. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Because if I try to change anything, but I don't think doing it twice is. I also need to not accidentally miss part of my cycle with money. That was dumb. But you know, it's fine. Oh, right, I was gonna turn up my mouse sensitivity. Oh, turn FNaF down. Okay. I can do that. Turning FNaF down. Okay, hopefully this will be a lot better. Although I won't disagree with you, it was kind of loud. Although I also have my headset maxed right now. So, yeah. Immersion. But no, the reason why you can hear me better is definitely because I moved the mic closer to my mouth. Actually, I can go ahead and just listen to the stream audio real quick, which would probably help every once in a great while. But no, the reason why you can hear me better is definitely because I moved the mic closer. Okay, yeah, that's definitely better. I am glad you guys pointed that out and I looked, because I've noticed that I'm not the greatest at checking chat when playing games, and I've been trying to be better about that since I started streaming again. So I am glad that there is that, because I am rambling again. So instead of rambling, I'm going to yeet myself into another night and probably not shut up about it. I'm probably going to continue talking about it. But it doesn't matter, because I'm streaming. So what? Yeah, wait. Is that phased into the ceiling? Wait. How is that sitting on a wall or something that's phased into the ceiling? Buddy's here. Foxy's a better one. Let's let Foxy have fun. He doesn't feel like Foxy saves me. panic was real. I don't know why. Out of nowhere, I got so freaking anxious. That like murdered me. Oh, hold on. Oh, did it not work? Or is it just really late getting things fixed? I don't know. I can turn it down a little bit more. Maybe that'll help a bit more. I appreciate you, Shaman. I am doing my best to not die, and it's not working. But it's okay. It's okay. I keep forgetting to change my mouse sensitivity. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Because that's a little bit of why I'm also dying. Mouse settings. Mouse pointer speed. I already have it almost all the way up. It was literally one tick from being maxed. So I'm apparently always... Okay. You know what? You know what? Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm quiet because I'm... You know... trying not to be super loud. Filters, projector... Undo, resize FNaF. Oh, wait, I'm looking at that. Okay, no, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm just talking quietly so that I don't wake anyone up. That's not a, you know, huge thing. I just accidentally turned off my mic for everything. That was dumb. Let's... my sound settings. Yeah, I have my input maxed. I need to get a microphone so that I can have better quality and stuffs. But right now this is about as good as you're gonna get. Not because, you know, I can't give you better, but because, you know, it's 1:20 in the morning and everybody in my house is trying to sleep right now. Downside of being a nighttime person. Okay. I increased my sensitivity by 1. I'm gonna do so much better, guys. I got this. I got this. Watch this. Anxiety. Okay. I still don't know why I was so anxious that last round. That's like... that's wild. Okay. Kitchen. Our hall. Okay. Okay, Foxy. Okay, actually, get you to run. This game definitely punishes you for opening the door early like I do. Man, the moments where Freddy isn't laughing at my failures is really quiet now. Like, that's actually wild. Oh my god. Like, this is just a me thing, guys. I'm just bad at games. That's always been like something I need to work on is my mouse clicking in these markers here. No, gosh darn it. I'm moving just a little too fast for that cycle. Okay, okay, okay. 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 I have... No. I come back and you say first try. No, never say first try. Never say first try. You know this. You play horror games. Never say first try. Wow. No, I'm definitely getting better as time progresses. I think what I'm doing now, that's the issue, is I'm moving too fast for the cycle. For me to do it the way I have been and securely know that they aren't going to be there, I have to actually wait. What was that count? It was like 5 seconds, I think. I don't know, a lot can happen in a second. But it's one of those things where I think I'm just opening the door faster than the cycle should be. So I need to actually start waiting a moment before I go over to the other door. If it's closed. Specifically if it's closed. I'm not saying to slow down the whole cycle on checking. But to slow it down when it's closed, just so that I don't keep killing myself, because this is now the 3rd time in a row I have done that specific action and died. So I'm clearly doing something wrong. And I think that's it. I think that's the thing I'm doing wrong. Second try. Yes. It'll be the second try. Call me Gloriosa Daisy, cause I got this. Okay. Dining, bathrooms, kitchen, bar hall, clothes hall. I am an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I'm an idiot. That was so bad. That was so bad. That was so bad. Yeah, I'm not being very smart at this point. The main reason why I'm not checking the lights at the doors and I'm relying on their built-in timers and all that is because if you check the light while the door is down, obviously, you know, it goes from the 2 power to 3 power, which if there's just 1 isn't a huge deal, but if there's 2 is definitely a huge deal because then you go to 4 bars instead of the 3 or 2. But when it comes down to power consumption, especially with, as you've seen, my clicking accuracy. If I am unnecessarily turning on the lights under any circumstance, I am wasting power. And a lot of it, almost every time. And so, the main reason I don't turn on the lights is because if the door's closed, it goes from the 2 bar to 3 bar, and it drains power much faster than if you open the door, turn the light on, close the door. Now, obviously, that doesn't work here. Especially if you catch them at the end of their timer. But, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, if they happen to show up right after you're there, and you continue the cycle, and they happen to show up right at the beginning of the cycle, and then you get to them too late. Like, I mean, it's the same kind of deal. So it's one of those things where it's all about the speed at which you go through things, not necessarily that you're missing a step. In this situation, obviously, all the situations for all the different games are different, but in this specific scenario, it is purely just me moving too quickly on that. Because when I first started and I kept misclicking and everything, I was making it to 2 a.m. But it was because I was moving slower and I was wasting time because of my misclicks. And so I wasn't having issues with it because I was doing other things. For lack of a better term, I was fucking up. But because I was fucking up somewhere else, I was doing it right there. And so it's one of those things where whenever the door's closed, I just need to wait half a moment instead of turning the light on or opening the door. Literally waiting 1 second, more likely than not. Knowing this game and how absolute OCD you have to be in everything. You can't tell, but I'm constantly moving my hands across the screen during this. But, you know, it's just one of those things. It's one of those things. And if you watch Markiplier and Dawko's videos on it, where they kind of explain what they're doing, because they're both really good at explaining their methodologies to things. If you listen to how they describe everything, I think Markiplier did a similar thing to what I'm doing here. Right, gotta change the camera. Oh, what in the world? Oh, the game just straight up crashed. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Ooh, that's funny. Chica was not happy. I guess that's the, I guess, I think they decided that I've, attempted a few too many times tonight. Just gone in a flash of bright light and loading. Oh shit, man. That was. I'm definitely. I'm definitely getting better. I can't say I'm not getting better because I'm getting better because I'm figuring out the timings and what I'm doing wrong. And that's always the first step to beating these. I'm not going to say it's not because it definitely is. You got to fail to succeed, in my opinion. But it's one of those things that when I actually sit down to do it officially, because obviously this was unofficial, but I've now spent an hour doing it. So here we are. Even though I said I was only going to try it like 3 times. But, you know, um, when I sit down to do this officially, and I intend on spending like hours working on this, which I'll probably spend some time on my own working on it, which would be then disappointing if I'm not recording and I get it, but it is what it is. But it's definitely going to take a lot of work, but I am definitely ready to put in the work for it. Because I've always known that FNaF 1, with its randomness and how difficult it is to control how much power you have, I think I've been able to break it down to about as solid of a go through as you possibly can at this point. And I think I just need to get into the correct habits of going through it and getting my timings correct. Once I do that, I think I will be able to beat it. I've made it to 3 a.m. once, but I did it. And I was consistently making it to 1 and 2 a.m. until after that 3 a.m. one, and then I just can't get to 1 a.m. anymore. I think Chico was my wake up call there. But, um, on that note, I am going to be ending the stream for the night. If anybody has anything else they want to say or talk about or suggest, I will leave it for a few minutes so that you have that opportunity in case if you are late here, early, whatever you want to call yourself. But, other than that, I don't really have a whole lot else to say. Man, I still can't believe that. Thanks, Shaman. I appreciate you. I'm definitely content. That's for sure. That is one thing I'm good at. Playing horror games and talking to myself. Of course, streaming horror is the way to go. I apologize to those that are still watching this and listening to me talk to myself and ramble on for hours about the same thing over and over and over again. I apologize to, you know, those that find that boring, but if you find that boring, I guess this really isn't the kind of streams for you. I guess that kind of sounds harsh. I don't know. Well, I'm getting off here. Good night, y'all. Stay peachy. Um, you know, don't die. That's the only good recommendation I have. Oh, I found the thing to directly turn down the audio for FNaF. Gosh darn it. Okay. At least I found it.